Perfect.
ended in 1-1.
1-1.
Martinelli struck first, and Neto, what a
I
goal
would
from
say
Neto. And all eyes is on Arsenal right now because look at the table. They're fourth with 19.
the fourth, behind Chelsea on goal difference.
Chelsea. What about Liverpool? That's
Liverpool. That's where the issue is. 9 points.
That's 9 points.
It's wide.
Is
very,
it
very
all
wide.
over?
This is
is it all over? That too.
It's not over. It's not over.
For
the
real?
reason, it's not over.
Bishop,
the reason why I said, they calm down, they come. Finish this matter for you. The reason why I said it's not over is because if it was Man City at the top, we would have said it's over. But it's Liverpool. Liverpool will drop points. And the problem with Liverpool is whenever Liverpool drop points, they go on a run. That's it. They go on a run. They go so bad. This is the same Liverpool that were 14 points ahead of the table and still managed to lose everything before March. That's just it. This is the same Liverpool that basically were 12 points ahead of Chelsea and contrived to just start dropping points in 4 games, and in 4 games it was over. That's the thing. The thing is, you see, with Liverpool, the advantage Liverpool have is the effect of the new manager is still there. You get me? They are still feeling the impact. But when it gets to push and shove, then we might start seeing some issues coming up, and it will affect performances on the field of play. For Arsenal's game yesterday with Chelsea, I think there are some key things we might need to point out. Personally, I for one would tell you I am not exactly happy with Arteta's selections, and I have my reasons. Yes, I have my reasons. I have my reasons. I'm going to point them out to you. Look, if you've noticed one thing, amongst the top 6, which team has scored the lowest number of goals? That tells you something. It tells you that no matter how much you might want to try and create up a defensive shape, if your attack is not scoring goals, you're making your life difficult. Arsenal is not scoring goals.
They're not scoring goals.
It's not, and it's not funny. You managed to patch the issue last season. How? Your midfielders were scoring for you. Now, because of your adjustments in your shape and due to injuries to some key players, the midfielders are now being more defensive than attack-minded. It's telling you that there's an issue somewhere. You needed a goal scorer. You didn't get one. You're putting your hopes on Havertz. Fine, Havertz is a fine player. I will not deny that. But Havertz will not give you 20 goals a season. You've decided to put your striker on the bench all of a sudden. I agree, Jesus may not give you goals. But one thing Jesus will do is this. He will make your opponent's defense work hard for their money. And when he does that, when he is done and he has run them ragged, whoever will come in can just come and pick up the pieces. That is just it. Yesterday's game, I would say yes. Start Martinelli and Bukayo Saka. It worked. It worked perfectly fine. Odegaard's presence obviously showed in that midfield, clearly. But my concern is this. I was seeing a Chelsea side that were, apart from Pedro Neto, I didn't see what they actually had to offer. Honestly.
In the Chelsea team.
Apart from that first shot that Kopama was able to get in that first half, he was quiet. He was quiet all through the game. Madueke, you know what Madueke will do? Yeah. Run, just let him run towards. Run, just let him run. That's what you need to just do. Let him run, and that's it. So basically, Jackson also was managed all through. Obviously, if you cannot get supply to Jackson, how Jackson want to hustle for food? He cannot. So the question now is this: when you've been able to arrange that, why were you now missing chances? Because I was seeing chances Arsenal actually had to actually go for. In fact, the last kick of that game yesterday should have been a goal.
A goal,
If
yeah.
they had planned themselves well, it should have been a goal. So
What
the
do you
question
mean
is
by
this:
themselves?
let me take for example now, that ball that came in, that puller that came in, it wasn't to start. He should have left it because Havertz was already down to just slide this ball in. That was
So
all
he
he needed
didn't
to
know.
do.
So he didn't know.
To start touching it, changed it changed some things basically.
Yes,
So
I'm
to me
not arguing.
personally,
I'm saying that Trossard didn't know that Havertz was behind him.
I would not say he didn't know. I think it was a case of lack of communication from both players.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's
It
lack
was
of
lack of communication from both players.
yeah.
Because if they had communicated, okay, if Trossard had been aware that okay, Havertz is behind me, why not just act as a decoy and just let it slide, let the ball go to him? We won't be saying this thing we're talking about. It would have been 3 points Arsenal, basically. So I think for me, it was more or less like both sides labored to get a 1-1 draw. And I think it seems like it's basically what happened last season, whereby Chelsea had the game by the jugular and then they decided to relax. And that moment at which they relaxed was when Arsenal came all out and Arsenal got their 2 goals. I feel in this game, Arsenal gave Chelsea a lot of space. Pedoneto's goal, for example, if they had covered up, especially from that fullback, if that fullback has done his job by not letting Pedoneto get in, Arsenal have gotten all 3 points yesterday. So I think this international break will be enough time for Mikel Arteta to sit back and talk to himself and also look at exactly what he thinks he needs to do to make this team start scoring. Because that, I think, is my major problem with Arsenal. They're not getting goals.
Okay.
If they can
Wait,
get more goals, then they will at least be pushing. Seriously, they'll be pushing Liverpool for a title. Because I think basically attack-wise is where the problem is coming from right now. They need to start scoring goals. Yeah.
Okay, let him play. Put him on the camera. Let him stay.
I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I can hear you. Yeah.
I don't understand what you are saying. Everything you have said, just I agree with you. But let me start with your data. Let me start with your goals. Goals is Arsenal. Because on the table, Arsenal has scored 18. Guess the highest person that has scored. Man City. Guess how many?
Yeah.
20. Just 3. Just 3 goals.
21. Just 3 goals. Wait. You're saying it's just 3 goals. You have the side that you said 21 goals and you say it's just 3 goals. One person has got up. One person has 50% of those goals. You think it's ordinary? You think it's ordinary?
That's what I'm going to. So a team that has a striker as Haaland has scored 22 goals. You that have a striker that is maybe one of the worst strikers we've seen in APL have 18 goals, and you still feel like the team is not scoring enough goals.
They are not scoring enough goals.
Okay, let's end that one there. Number 2, the first problem of Arsenal is Arteta, and this is why I said it should go. Please capture all. I think we should explain one of the reasons. They don't remember when they signed this guy called Califlori. I said on the show that this guy is an injury player. They don't need this guy. People were arguing as how many injuries has he gone to? In how many matches that they played? 11 so far. How many has he played? How many has he missed? You can see that's number 1. Number 2, he said they were missing Odegaard. That's why they were not scoring much. I agree. But guess what? All the season that Man City has won the title, do you know the most creative player in Man City is who? De Bruyne. How many matches has De Bruyne played in the season that they won the title? Go and do your findings. De Bruyne has never played more than 21 matches. In a 38-game match, he has never played more than 21 matches in any season they won the title. So because Odegaard is missing, everything went down, which is true. It means that you cannot, as a manager, afford to build your team on one player. That's gone. Number 3.
You know what annoys me about this matter? What annoys me about this issue is this. You had capable replacements for Odegaard. And what did you do? You stole all of them.
And I'm going there.
You stole all of them. That's what pisses me off.
No, you know that you will not buy a replacement for Odegaard, but you let, I will not even talk of Vieira, let that one move and not return. The
Switch roll,
very
switch
Odegaard
roll, switch roll, switch roll,
Smith
switch roll, switch
Rowe.
roll.
Smith
You
Rowe.
have no business letting switch roll to go. And I remember I said this. I said you didn't need to let him go. There was a way you could actually use this young man in this team, because now he's at Fulham and
and he's
he's
not getting injured.
performing.
Scoring,
He's not
yes.
getting injured,
Goals.
and he's
He's not getting
scoring.
injured. And he's scoring, he's playing 90 minutes and he's scoring, he's assisting. Let's not forget, he's assisting.
He's
Almost
assisting
everybody
as well
had
too.
him because his money was also small. Now, let's leave that one. His signings, that's where I'm going to. His signings have been awful. And I will start with the most recent and the most awful one.
Mikel Merino.
When they signed it, I know, wait, who is Merino? I'm coming to that one. The Don, I said it when they signed that guy. I said, for signing that guy, you should be sacked. Sterling.
Yes,
I
Sterling.
said it on this show. For signing Sterling, you should be sacked. Simple. There's no two ways about it. How do you sign Sterling?
It was as if you are doing Sterling a favor.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like you're doing Chelsea a favor. You don't do Sterling. Chelsea is like you're doing them a favor.
Let me get the monkey off your back.
Let them continue paying.
I don't understand. Let them pay him, because what has been the impact that he's brought to the team? Nothing. Zero. Zilch. Is that bad that even the Lewis Kelly will get into a game ahead of you? So exactly why are you there?
So what you see, all these things I'm saying. And number 4, where the problem is not attack. Now, Jeff, this is the answer to your attacking problem. All of a sudden, Arsenal has come to the prime voting on grass. They are crossing ball. I don't understand this pattern. Do you know how many crosses they put against it?
46.
Do you know how many crosses?
42.
42.
Oh, okay.
42. It was. It was annoying. I think basically it is a case whereby you begin to just see Arsene Wenger all over again, because believe you me, we looked at Arsene Wenger with the signings. Arsene Wenger was one person who was more prone to go and sign a striker who cannot strike, but rather not. That's the only thing he has to offer. Now, when I look at that Arsenal team, funny enough, the only person who can use his head there, and it's not as if he uses it on a regular basis, is Kai Havertz. Havertz uses his foot to score. So what exactly are you crossing in for?
So you see now, so the pattern of cross and not and score is not from the players, it's from the manager.
It's from the manager. Something has got to change.
So with all these points, and the last one, let's be sincere with ourselves. Jeffers, please come on the camera. Be sincere to yourself.
Yeah.
As Arsenal performance and play from the last 2 seasons, listen to the question. From last 2 seasons, has it improved or regressed this season?
It's dropped this season.
It's dropped. So why are you keeping this manager? Why are you keeping a manager that is regressing the team? When he came in, he settled the fans, like every fans was buzzing and like, yeah, Arsenal, here we go again. Right now, the fans are divided. Some want him.
The fans are divided. That's the problem. Yeah.
They are back to where he met them. Now the fans are divided again. Go. This one say no, stay. See, these are the issues he fixed when he came, and now the issues are coming up again. It means that something is wrong. He needs. So for you to say you give him time, that's you giving him time. I don't think, and this is what I think, this was the season for Arsenal to win it. Why? Because I know that this Man City team are going to drop this kind of points. But with dropping this kind of points, Arsenal is dropping the most ridiculous point they've ever dropped. For the past 2 seasons, where was all this performance of Man City that they were having now last season? When we're just waiting for them to just draw one match from game for almost 9 games. Arsenal was just waiting for a draw, and they went to Tottenham, they went to everywhere. We are picking up points. So
exactly.
This being said, let's just leave passion aside, leave love for club aside. When Ten Hag started this thing, I said this thing will not end well for Ten Hag. Arteta has started a journey that will not end well for him. Obviously, let me just touch one thing about this match. Odegaard being back actually brought some spark into the attack, created many chances. Yes. The last chance that Jeffers was talking about, me, I actually thought that ball was offside, so I let Trossard out of the hook until they showed that ball was not offside, which means
it wasn't offside.
That ball and counted, and that was a glorious goal.
Yes.
You could see Arteta
it was a glorious chance. It was a glorious chance.
Even Avert was angry. Like, leave the ball for me, let me score this thing. But I don't know, just like communication. There was nobody saying no.
There was no communication there.
Me, as a neutral fan, I will not want to see Man City win this the 5th time. Arsenal fans will not want Liverpool to win this because they will say this guy doesn't need time to come. He came in first season and he won it. Arsenal fans don't want Liverpool to win it because of
that. They won't take it easy.
You want Chelsea to win it? I don't think Arsenal will think that. You want Nottingham Forest? Let's not even touch those ones. So it's between Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal. That's what I'm saying right now. This cup, this premiership is for Man City to lose.